Good morning, student. Today we will study the our chapter number 4, the Mughal Empire, and today we will study the administration of Mughal Empire. This is on page number 28. So please open your book. So student, Mughal administration, Babur and Humayun could not concentrate on establish a defined system of pattern in administration. Okay, means they not take any initiative to establish a defined system of administration. Babur and Humayun. By the end of Akbarism, we find the establishment of elaborate office with specific function assigned to the head of officials. The appointment, promotion and termination of these officials were subject to the ruler personal performance or and weeks. Okay, so student, after by the end of Akbar reason, okay, that type of Mughal administration was established, and there had some officials also work there. They do their work, and their appointment, their promotion, their termination, all subject were to the ruler personal performance and weeks. Okay, so administrative officials, the office of Diwan, okay, most important officer were Diwans. Okay, so the office of Diwan were strengthened under Akbar, and these is strengthened under the Akbar. And the chief Diwan. In Diwan we have a chief Diwan, and Chief Diwan was made responsible for revenue and finance. So all the responsibility of revenue and finance were under Chief Diwan. Okay. His primary duty was to supervise the imperial treasury and check all accounts. The entire revenue collection and expenditure machinery of the empire was under his charge. So this chief divan were very powerful. Their work was to collect revenue and also to collect revenue and finance. Okay, and to check all the accounts from where revenue collection and as well as expenditure. Okay, to check the divan power, the Mughal emperor would ask the divan to submit report of state finance daily. Okay, and these chief divan submit the daily report to the emperor. Okay, the Mir Bakshi was in charge of the military. Okay, Mir Bakshi was in charge of military. He passed all order of appointment of mansabdar, and their salary paper were endorsed by him. Okay, so these Mir Bakshi was in charge of the military, and all the expenditure of military, or you can say all the military work under him. Okay, he ordered to appoint all mansabdar, and he also signed their salary paper. He personally supervised the branding. Okay, he personally supervised the branding of the horses called dak, and checked the muster roll called chera of the soldiers. Okay, and then he was assisted by the other bakshis. The Mir Saman was the officer in charge of the royal Karkhanamas, who supervised the purchase of all kind of articles and their stores for the royal household and the manufacture of different articles. But it weapon of war or article of luxury. Okay, the Sadr would Sudar protect the law of the Shariat, while the head of the judiciary was known as Qazi al Gujarat. Okay, so that Mughal Empire in during Akbar reign, he Akbar distribute all the power. he make he appoint many officials for the administration work. He assign different duty to them, and he take report on the daily basis from them. Okay. The governor of Suba, Subedar, was directly appointed by the emperor. The emperor directly appoint the governor of Suba. That governor is called Subedar. Usually the tenure of a Subedar was around 3 years, and that Subedar was appointed around 3 years, and he looked after the welfare of the people and the army and maintained law and order in the Suba. And what is the responsibility of Subedar? He maintained law and order in that Suba. Okay. And also he look after the welfare work of the people. He was assisted by Bakshi, the military paymaster, the minister in charge of religion and charitable, patronos, military commanders, and the town police commander Kotwal. The finance were taken care by the Diwan at the central level. Okay, so here that the governor or Subedar was directly appointed by the emperor, and his working time, he was appointed for 3 years. Okay. And what is his work? So he look after the welfare of the people and the army, and he maintained law and order in the Suba, and he was assisted by the Bakshi, the military paymaster, and the minister in charge of religious and charitable, patronos, military commanders, and also the town police commander, and the town police commander is called Kotwal. The finance were taken care by the Diwan at the central level, but the financial matter were taken by the Diwan on central level. Thus the Mughal kept a watch over their officials in the provinces through offices and institution independence of each other. Besides, the Mughal ruler frequent visited to every Suba, and the system of frequent transfer of the official after a period of 3 years or average helped the Mughal in checking the officials. Okay, so Mughals kept a watch over their officials. Okay, and they visited their Suba and check the Subedar's work, and also they have a system of frequent transfer of the official from one place to another place. Okay, they take it at advantage because they have fear that if any Subedar is work in one Suba, so maybe he revolt against them, so they transfer them by time. Okay, time by time. Okay, so student, I hope you all understand this, and tomorrow we will discuss or we will study Mughal Empire in crisis. So this is enough for today. Thank you, student. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.